This is John Allen, a certified sommelier, and welcome to part 2 of my whole bottle review of the Domaine de Montille Premier Cru from Saint Aubin. This is a Chardonnay, so it's a white Burgundy. And originally, I was going to grade this wine as on the edge of magic, a great introduction to the region. But then something happened. I had a few days between when I originally drank it and when I decided to shoot this review. And what happened was this. Every single day, I found myself thinking about the wine. I didn't want to think about it. I didn't mean to think about it. It just kind of crept into my mind. And every single day for the past few days, at different times of the day, boom, suddenly it's there. And so if a wine follows you around, by definition, you have to grade it as magic. Now, this is getting into the realm of magic. I'm not going to say it's into the high realm of magic, but it definitely crossed over into the lower realm. So this was a magical wine, and I'm going to tell you why. However, we're going to have a little fun here first. There's been a lot of talk about AI, artificial intelligence, all over the place, that you can just go to places like DeepSeek, OpenAI, ChatGPT, Grok, ask it a question, and it'll give you an answer smarter than any human. So I decided to go to one of them, Grok, and ask him the question. Why was the Saint Aubin, the Domaine de Montille 2021 from Saint Aubin, a magical bottle? Well, it spat out a bunch of stuff, and I'm going to read you some of the stuff that it had to say. So it says, balance and agility. The 2021 wines are noted for their balance between fruit, acidity, and tannin. Oh, this is a Chardonnay. There's not any tannin in it. Oh, not very bright. We continue. Which not only makes them delightful to drink young, but also suggests a long aging potential. Can be said about any Burgundy. The balance is crucial for wines that are often described as magical, as it allows them to evolve gracefully over time. Yes, and water is wet. Now, here's the summary. The combination of a stellar vintage year, prime vineyard locations, thoughtful winemaking processes, and the resultant acclaim make Domaine de Montille 2021 wines stand out, often earning them descriptors like magical due to their exceptional quality and character. Oh my, but wait, it gets better. So, I asked Grok, why is bread and butter Chardonnay a magical wine? And here's what it returned. While magical might be a subjective term, in the context of bread and butter 2023 Chardonnay, it refers to the wine's ability to enchant with its luxurious mouthfeel, balanced flavors, and the joy it brings to those who appreciate a well-made oaky California Chardonnay. Here's the RI, Real Intelligence answer to why is bread and butter 2023 Chardonnay a magical wine? The simple answer is, it is not. So much for AI. Now, I am going to tell you why the 2021 Domaine de Montille Saint Aubin Premier Cru from the, I can't pronounce French, in Rimouly Vineyard, so good. Here's why this wine is magical, and listen to me closely. When I opened it and nosed it, the one thing that just stood out to me on the nose and then on the palate was this minerality. And it took me a couple days to find the right word to define this minerality. And here it is. It's a glittering minerality. When you taste it, it just glitters. But the wine is not all about mineral. This is not a Chablis. This is further south in Côte de Bourgogne, so we get a lot of great fruit in there as well. And the fruit that we're going to get from magical white Burgundy like this is we're primarily going to get green apple, Granny Smith apple, but every other green apple that you can imagine, or apple, there's a hint of it in there. There's layers and layers and layers of this wonderful green apple. But wait, there's more. There's pear in there. There's an old Master Sommelier Guy Stout who likes to say, there's pear in there somewhere with every white wine. With this, you don't have to think about it. Anjou pear, Bartlett pear, Asian pear. It's just layers and layers and layers of this. It's firm, just right. It's just right. The same thing with the apple. It's just right. You get a little bit of citrus in there. You get a little bit of butter in there. Not too much. It's just enough to give it a rounded feel. You get a little bit of vanilla and roundedness from oak, although there's not much oak used with this. Just enough to get it just right. But what ties it all together is everything I just described is intertwined with this glittering minerality. And when you nose it and you taste it, it makes everything in this whole wine glitter at once. And even with all of that, I thought it was on the edge of magic, But then it followed me day after day, and all I could think about was this glittering wine, this glittering minerality over and over and over. And when that happens, you know you have a magical wine. And that's why, from a RI point of view, a real intelligence point of view, a sommelier point of view, this was a magical wine.